I just found out about this last Monday, which is 5 days ago, give or take. Before that, I was blissfully unaware of this phenomena. I was interested in the paranormal and I made several vids on YouTube about it. But I never saw a UFO or an alien, never met a ghost or Slenderman. I was doubtful, but now I seem to be in the middle of it all. For the ones who follow my vlog channel, you know this disturbed me, and I am beginning to believe. Yes, I have a vlog channel and a 9-to-5 job most people would find boring. So if you have trouble sleeping, you might want to check it out. This is still the series where I tell you a story and its subsequent theories and explanations, and then I'll let you make up your mind. But this one hits so close to home, it is going to be pretty personal. Are some of us, including me, suffering from false memories? Or is something far more fantastic or even sinister going on? We are talking about the Mandela Effect. The Mandela Effect is the latest seemingly crazy conspiracy theory. It is named for Nelson Mandela by paranormal enthusiast Fiona Broom. When she found out she wasn't the only one that falsely remembered or believed Nelson Mandela died in prison in the 80s, she and others vividly remembered media coverage of the funeral and subsequent riots. That was in 2010, 3 years before Mandela actually died, so she couldn't just have gotten the dates wrong. This is where I go personal. I don't remember this at all. So I can't judge over this one. But it isn't the only thing that supposedly changed. I split these examples up into different categories. A personal choice. You will understand this while I talk about them. Category 1 is what other people remember differently, but I don't. The death of Mandela is one. The man on the Tiananmen Square in China is another. During the protest, he was supposedly run over by the tanks. He really wasn't, and I remember that they tried to drive around him, but he was always moving. He allegedly disappeared. I'm not going to elaborate about these. You either remember them one way or the other. I'll treat the second category the same, since they're about topics I never heard of. The most quoted example of this is the Bernstein Bears. At least that is what some people believe it is written and pronounced like. But now they say it's the Bernstein Bears. And you know what? When I wrote this down on my Mac Air, Bernstein was marked with red, indicating it is the wrong way to write. Another one in this category is Curious George. Did he have a tail or not? I don't know him. The third category already goes into a gray area. These are the ones that I remember myself as being one way or the other, but I am not 100% sure. Was fruit in Fruit Loops spelled with a double O or with a U and an I? I seem to remember the double O, but hey, I'm just not sure. Another one on this one is the Monopoly Man. I seem to remember him having a monocle, but apparently he hasn't. Usually third is the charm. Not this time, however. In the fourth and last category reside the ones I clearly remember differently. So let's go into detail on some of these. Let's start with the two in the Star Wars franchise. First of all, C-3PO was all gold. You can tell me he wasn't. You can show me 1,000 pictures of him with a silver leg. I distinctively remember him all gold. He was the golden god of the Ewoks, for crying out loud. Would they have accepted him if he wasn't all gold? It just doesn't make sense to me. We used to make jokes about it, saying, "Luke, I am the second cousin of your middle uncle on your mother's side." I definitely remember Darth Vader saying, "Luke, I am your father." When talking about it, I even have a flash memory about the cinema with the subtitles in Dutch and French. Yeah, Belgium is complicated that way. Clearly starting with the word Luke. And Monday evening, when I watched the scene again on my DVD, I heard, "No, I am your father." It actually blew my mind. Even my son remembered it like I did. As he was kinda forced to watch it with me when he was young. A nice detail on this is that even James Earl Jones, the actor portraying Vader, also remembered it was Luke, as he said in 2 separate interviews. Another one is about the Mona Lisa. I only found out when I did my research on the Mandela Effect for this vid. Let me tell you, she was mentioned in various documentaries on the painting and the painter Leonardo da Vinci, especially about her emotionless non-smile and the possible reasons behind that. And now they say she is smiling. I saw the fake at the Louvre Museum when I was young on a school trip. They keep the real one in the same museum behind lock and key, by the way. And she was all but smiling. And it was disappointingly small too. A few more I will mention in passing. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Now supposedly is magic mirror on the wall. Well, not in my world. So we're interrupting the regular program to bring you some hot news about the Mandela Effect. I have done some research on the mirror, mirror on the wall Mandela Effect that supposedly now changed to magic mirror on the wall. Since I'm Belgian and speak Dutch, I actually did some research on it, but then in Dutch. And since when it would be magic mirror on the wall, it would have been probably translated as magisch spiegeltje aan de wand, which is Dutch for magic mirror on the wall. Only I did some research and I'm gonna show you some screenshots, and in Dutch it is still mirror, mirror on the wall, spiegeltje, spiegeltje aan de wand, which to be honest translates like little mirror on the wall. But I think that if it had been magic mirror on the wall, it would have been translated as magische spiegel of magisch spiegeltje aan de wand. And I wanted to tell you this because I think we have to go and look for this stuff in other languages. Spanish, Portuguese, Russian, I don't know. We have to look this up and try to get proof for this Mandela Effect, because I really think this is happening. So I'm sorry to interrupt the regular program. Let's go back to it now. It was Sex in the City and not Sex and the City, as they say it is now. Hannibal Lecter purportedly never said hello Clarice, but he did. And the cherry on the cake? I distinctively remember Forrest Gump saying, "Life is like a box of chocolates." And this day and age you can clearly hear him say, "Life was like a box of chocolates." That doesn't even make any sense. If it isn't like a box of chocolates anymore, what is it like? A box of Oreos? There are more examples in all 4 categories. As always, you can use the links to the sources in this vid, or research it yourselves. So do we have faulty or false memories? Far be it from me to say that memories can be malleable and that it is possible to have false memories or even create some yourself. This is a proven scientific fact, but some of these are grained into the fabric of history itself, and these memories seem very, very real to me. Finding out about this rocked me to the core, and as I said before, I am beginning to believe something is wrong with our world, and it is certainly not a hoax. So what could it possibly be? I watched some YouTube vids on this, and at the time of writing I am still watching a more than 1 hour documentary about it. As always, links are in the description. This only to tell you that some of the theories come from the vids and did not only come from the written sources. Also, I left a link to the Esoteric Detectives channel, as these video sources come from that specific channel, and they have a lot more on this topic. Some believe it could be some complicated form of time travel that is messing up our history. They use the case of the man from Torret as a possible clue. Long story short, a man showed up at the airport waving a legitimate passport, only it was given by a government of a non-existing country named Torret. This begs the question, however, why someone would go to all these lengths to change some details in films, or is there a bigger picture we simply do not see? Another theory states that we are just some programming in a giant computer. The Matrix comes to mind. And that either the programmer is changing this, or the computer is hacked or infested by a virus. There are two theories that deal with alternate realities and parallel worlds. One states that a quantum ripple created by CERN's Large Hadron Collider is somehow rewriting our history or creating alternate realities. Hence we might be remembering events that have been written out of our reality. The second states that the multiverse, as theorized by some scientists, does exist, and we sometimes cross over to one dimension, or rather parallel world, to cracks in the multiverse. We end up crossing over two worlds so close to us that only some details change, and it is hardly noticed at all. This has been a special journey. It was a rather personal one. What do I think? I have a hard time believing I am just misremembering things, or that my mind has been brainwashed somehow to accept these altered memories as real. The alternate universe theories do sound pretty plausible at the moment to me, although I still have so much doubts about all of this. I have a scientific upbringing, and it eats at me as I do not have any explanations for it. But aside from my experiences and opinions about this, it is still not up to me to make any conclusion about this in this franchise. So would I be crazy to believe something is fundamentally wrong with our universe? You decide. Discovering this phenomena and being so closely involved with this screwed up my schedule on this channel. I had another Christmas special planned today. Will I upload it next week? I do not know yet. It might not matter one way or the other, as we might remember this differently in the future anyway. Yeah, that uncertainty is my world today, and my confidence in my memories also suffered. You can always slap a like on this vid if you enjoyed it. Maybe you are so intrigued you want to subscribe to my channel? Whatever the case, I leave you here and see you next time. Bye. Did you like the video? Click the like button. Leave comments or start a discussion in the comment box. If you want to see more, you can subscribe to my channel. I have a vlog channel, so if you want to get bored, why don't you check it out? And you can follow me on social media. All links in the description. See you next time!